Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. What's up, Loyal Royals? What's up, y'all? So today in this video we are going to talk about pedicures, okay? Spa pedicures, basic pedicures, deluxe pedicures, whatever. In this video we are going to talk about the steps it takes to create and completely do a full basic or spa pedicure, and then we're also going to talk about what you need for a pedicure. All right, you guys ready? Let's get started. So first off, what is a pedicure? A pedicure is a treatment for the feet and toenails. Pedicures are very relaxing and are used for a therapeutic purpose. There is also different types like basic or deluxe. All right, so before I start, I do have my notes right here just so I don't forget anything. But for now, this is gonna be my pedi bowl. So of course, the first thing you need for a pedicure is towels and a pedicure bowl. So when it comes to a pedicure, there are many types of bowls. There are like the basic bowls that you can get. They sell them at Walmart. You can buy them on Amazon, and they're a portable bowl. And then they also have your pedicure bowls, which are plumbing bowls, because they have to have a plumbing system and are connected to a water system or something like that. Most salons have a plumbing bowl or a plumbing system type pedicure. A non-plumbing chair is actually a lot safer just because it's easier to clean. You can disinfect it. A lot of times with a plumbing style bowl, you do disinfect it with, soap and water and soak it in bleach for 10 minutes, but you're not truly getting the pipes and where the water actually comes out of. You're only cleaning the base of the bowl. So that's why it's honestly a lot better just to have a simple bowl or something big enough to where you can just add the water and give the pedicure that way. So we're gonna pretend that this is my bowl. I have a towel underneath just in case. So first you want to start off with some water. You want to make sure that you consult with your customer and ask them if they like their water warm, if they like it hot, just so that there's no discomfort at all. And you want to be able to change the water also. So that is one good thing about having a plumbing system. If you have a pedicure bowl that is connected to a plumbing system or a water system, you can easily change the water from hot to cold. But what I like to do is I make my water about warm to hot, so kind of like in between. And then I'm going to show you what I apply to my water as my foot soak. So step one would be soaking of the feet. I have my customers soak from about 3 to 7 minutes depending on the person. Most of my customers that I have, I am familiar with them and I know them very well. So if I know that some of my customers have thicker toenails, I'm going to allow them to soak longer than someone who might have thinner toenails. Soaking is a very big part of a pedicure because it, one, preps the feet and makes sure they're clean, and it also loosens any dead skin, helps soften the toenails for easier maintenance and stuff like that. So I got my water, okay? So in my bowl, I like to add some soap. This is the soap that I get right here. It is by Gina. It's about $5 and it's a pedi soak, and it has tea tree oil in it. Tea tree oil is really good for foot fungus or any type of irritation, and it also smells really good. So the pedicure bowls that we have at my job, they have jets. So once I put it in there, it starts to bubble. So I'm just going to add a little bit to the water, sprinkle it around just a little bit, just to create some bubbles. After that, I go in with my blue tab. So the blue tab is a disinfectant as well, and it also helps with smell. So I grabbed two different types. Sometimes you will have a blue tab like this, or a square or smaller, and then you also have the powder form. So I'm going to drop this in the water, and while it sits, you can kind of see around it, it's starting to disintegrate because it's soaking in the water. I really like blue tabs, and I like the blue foot soak because it definitely creates a better smell for someone who might have, you know, athlete's foot or have smelly, sweaty feet. This will definitely help prep for the smell alone, and it's going to disinfect the feet in the bowl at the same time. If you use a powder, you can simply, as you guys can see, it's like soft. It's almost like grainy. Here, I'll put some in here as well, just so you guys can see it. And I am doing this live in my basement, so in case you guys hear any extra sound. But I like to add that to my water, and you can't really tell how blue it is, but it's actually very, very blue. Typically, when you do a pedicure, you want to have some type of disinfectant that is non-harmful to the skin. So I like to use the blue tabs or something like that because I feel like it does benefit, especially for the smell. And of course, it creates a cool color, so people feel like, oh, okay, I'm really getting a pedicure. The water's blue, you know, I can relax and whatever. Next, I go in with my hydroxycide or barbicide. So this is a first aid cleanser. I do have a video on this. I will link it in the description for what this is used for, but this is a cleaner, this is a disinfectant, sterilizer, sanitizer, all of the above. So what I like to do is with my pedicure bowls, now because this is a smaller one, you don't need as much, but I like to take a capful like this, and I like to add it to my water as well, so that while the jets are going or while the feet are soaking, the water is also cleansing the bowl and allowing anything that could be sticky like oils, dead skin, or anything like that. It's going to help break it down, so it's going to cleanse the bowl at the same time. It is non-harmful to skin. You can use it before or after the pedicure. You can clean with it and all of that. Check out that video, okay, guys? Because it is going to explain deeper into what barbicide and all that kind of stuff is used for. And it's very, very good for a disinfectant. I have two more things that I put in my water. So I also like to add a little bit of cuticle softener. And this is another step on its own. But I like to add a little bit to the water because I feel like it takes an extra step to soften the feet for when I have to remove the dead skin. And then there's another thing that we add to our water, which is a separate foot soak, and it has essential oils in it, which I forgot to bring, but it's pretty much kind of like a powder foot soak or an Epsom salt or sugar soak that we put in the water, and it dissolves, and it has smells like cinnamon, honey, lemon, lavender, tea tree, eucalyptus, and it basically, while the water's going, your customer can relax, they can sit back, they can smell the smell, but of course, because of everything that's going on, we all have masks on, but it still allows more penetration to the feet, so that whenever they're getting their pedicure and it's time to do the scrub or the callus remover, their feet are already getting really, really prepped while being in the water. So after I have my client soaking for about 3 to 5 minutes, the next step is polish remover. So if your client has regular polish on their toes, the quickest and easy way to achieve removal of the polish is acetone polish remover. I really like pure acetone. You can get this pretty much, and I'm spraying it. You can pretty much get this any and everywhere. They sell it at the dollar store. They sell it by the gallon, even smaller. So I typically like to take a cotton ball, put a little bit on the cotton ball, and remove the regular polish. If this is gel, you will wrap the toes in acetone and cotton balls, or you can follow it off depending on the client. Another key ingredient to your pedicure is you are going to need gloves. Latex gloves. If you are allergic to latex, unfortunately you will have to use vinyl, which does not do so well with acetone. Acetone will eat anything pretty much plastic, but besides glass or latex or wood. So unfortunately, if you are allergic to latex, you have to use vinyl, but hey, your nails and your hands will be protected. Gloves are very, very, very important. I'm gonna go ahead and put a pair on for you guys. Gloves are very important because a lot of the products that I use are really only made for the bottom of the feet. And what'll happen is, let's say callus remover, depending on how strong it is, and I use a pretty strong one, if it touches the skin, like the hands or the arms or anything like that, it can be very, very irritating. So I always wear a pair of latex gloves, powder free or like light powder, but I pretty much wear large gloves because of my nails. But yes, gloves are very, very, very important. Okay. After you have removed the polish, you are going to clip and file the toenails. So real quick, I'm going to talk about pedi packs. So for my pedicure, I make my own pedicure packs with things that I get at the beauty supply. I have a nail supply store in my city, and then I also go to a few others in other cities for larger quantity items. Now, my pedi packs include a toe separator, a coarse pumice stone, a nail file, and an orange buffer. After I use everything in this bag, it goes in the trash. Everything that you see in this bag is to be disposed and discarded immediately after each use. Nothing should be reused or used on a customer or another customer. Why? Because once it comes out of the bag, it's considered contaminated, and once it touches another customer or someone's feet, it is contaminated. So what I like to do is I go ahead and I set all of my stuff up. I'll put my separators with my polish, and then I'll take everything out of the bag and lay it all out so that I have it while I'm working. So step 3 is cutting and filing of the toenails. So after I sanitize all of my metal implements, they go back in this back in this container in my box. So I have 2 types of toenail clippers. I have my basic toenail clippers right here, which I really like the straight edge ones. If you guys can see, they're very straight across the top. They are slowly starting to get some rust spots just because I soak them after each customer. And you're really only supposed to soak your tools in barbicide for about 10 to 12 minutes. But sometimes with them drying, the water can sit on the tool and create rust spots. But if you scrub it with soap and water, it should come back off. But once they start looking too bad, I throw them away and get new ones. And then for my clients who are diabetic or have super thick toenails, I have this one. So this one is almost similar to what a groomer would use on a dog, but they're for humans. I really like this one because a lot of my older clients do have thicker toenails. So once they soak for about 5 to 6 minutes, this right here makes it super easy to clip and cut their toenails. But you definitely want to be careful and make sure that your client is comfortable with you cutting them. If they are too thick, you can always do the filing by hand. but you want to make sure that your customer has no type of discomfort at all. After I clip the toenails down, I'm gonna go in with my miniature file. I get these by the pack of 50. I'll try to link some stuff down below. But it is about 100 grit. It's not very sharp at all, so I even use this on the feet sometimes if I see a dead skin spot or a callus spot. This works really, really good for all of my customers. After I have cut and filed the toenails, I'm going to do my cuticle cleaning. All of my metal tools I disinfect after each use. So when you clean cuticles, I have four things for cuticles. I have cuticle softener, I have my pusher, my nippers, and my buffer. So first I like to take the foot and I will put the cuticle softener on all 5 toes. I do a foot at a time. I don't do back and forth. I like to do 1 foot and then switch. So my cuticle softener is a brand I believe called Red Cross. It's in a white and blue bottle. It's late, guys. I'm tired. Sorry. But this, it pretty much looks like milk and it's very, very runny, but it works super duper fast. Once I put the cuticle softener down, I will take my cuticle pusher and I go in on all 5 toes and push the cuticles back and remove any dead skin from underneath the toenail. You can even use this one as well. Once I do that, I take my nippers and I go around and I clip any dead skin or cuticle that I see on the nail plate. And then once I do that, I go in with my buffer and I buff the tops of each toe and make sure they're smooth. After I have done that, I'm going in with my pineapple cuticle oil by La Palme. And I like to put it on all 5 toenails. I'll rub it in like this and massage it in. And then I will also put it up the leg and kind of massage it in after that as well. After I have done all of that, I am going to now do the calluses and the leg scrub. So with our pedicure, we have a basic pedicure that offers, foot cleaning, callus, leg scrub, massage, polish, and that is it. So the callus remover I use is by La Palme. As you notice, all of my bottles have labels. When you work into a professional salon, everything has to be labeled by state board, and I'm sure this is for every single state. It does not matter what state you are in, it has to be labeled. One, because if someone was to ever pick this up, even though it says professional use only, meaning just for me to use only, if someone was to pick this up, this right here can completely damage them if they put it in the wrong spot. A child, anybody. Just like I said, some products are more sensitive on different parts of your skin. This in particular is one of those products that is very, very irritating to skin, but it is made for the bottom of the foot. So that's why it typically doesn't hurt your customer when it goes on the bottom of the foot. I put everything in individual containers. If they don't come with labels like this, it will be labeled. Even my cotton jar, everything like that. So what I like to do is I take the foot out and I like to take my callus remover. I'm not going to put it on, but I put it on the back of my glove and I rub, let's say this is the foot. I rub the back of my hand on the foot so that when it's time for me to do the leg scrub, it's not on this side of my glove. I let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. It is very strong, So it will not take a long time for it to activate or actually soften the foot. And plus, your feet are already in the water, so once it's soaking, you know, it's softening the foot by itself. The callus remover is just an extra step to help remove the dead skin. After that, I like to go in with my scrub. So this is a house made scrub that we make at our salon. It consists of some oil and some Epsom salt and another ingredients. The manager makes this. I don't really make it. I just, you know, refill when I have to. But it's so easy. You can find another way to make a foot scrub. If not, the stores have foot scrubs also. But so while the callus remover is sitting on the foot, I like to take an applicator and I put some in my hand, and I like to massage the leg with the scrub. If you have not checked out my pedicure video, please check that out as well. But this is really good for exfoliating. It's gonna help moisturize and remove any dead skin that might be on the leg. And it also is gonna help smooth those skin cells so that once the pedicure is over, the legs will feel so silky smooth. After that, I like to go back to the foot and I'm going to do my callus removal. So when it comes to pedicures, you have different types of files for the bottoms of the feet as well as pumice stones. I'm going to talk about two types of files that are for professional use only, pretty much. Here are the three. So typically what I like to do is I let the callus remover sit on the foot. I will first go in with this bad boy right here. This is what I call a foot file. I have mine labeled. It almost looks like a cheese grater. It is made very similar. It has back and forth blades so that when you are doing the foot and you go up and down, you're still getting it instead of having to go one motion. This right here is very, 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 very sharp. I have cut myself alone just cleaning it. So if you are not a professional, I do not recommend getting this one in particular, but you can get another one from Sally's and even Walmart and other places that have more of a safer guard on them compared to mine, which is all metal. And you can use that one until you learn how to use it, and then you can upgrade to this bad boy. But this is good for heels and stubborn callus spots like the side of the toe or the bottom of the foot. I use this first. After that, I go in with my pumice stone. I take some extra callus remover and I like to saturate it after it's been soaking in the water. I'll pick it up and put it on the bottom, and then I'll go again around the heel and scrub around the toes, the bottom, and then that is it. Now this one is a different type. This is almost like a really big nail file. It is softer on this side. It's a little more coarse on this side, and then the bottom is softer, but they have so many different types. I know Tammy Taylor sells one, which is called the Purple Terminator, and it is more coarse like an actual pumice stone, and you can just use that. Some people who do dry foot pedicures for people who are diabetic or have severely sensitive skin, they will use this. This is pretty much for smoothing. This isn't really going to completely remove the calluses, but it is going to help soften and smooth the feet after you do the callus treatment. I don't really use this as often. The foot file, the metal foot file, and the pumice stone is pretty much good enough for my customers. I use this if there's just a really stubborn spot that won't be smooth. I'll use this after. And like I said, you can even use a common nail file. Either way, they're all foot files. After I have done all of that, I'm going to put the feet back into the water, and I'm going to take the water and kind of like push it up, get it all over the legs, remove the scrub that I applied or the mask or whatever you want to use, and I'm going to rinse the feet as well. As you can see, it has dissolved, so my water is completely blue. That's how your pedicure bowl will look. Once I have done that, I'm going to jump over to the massage. So for the massage, I like to do mainly oil-based, and I use the same oil that I used, my cuticle oil. I use that on the legs and the feet as well. And then majority of the time, when I do extended massages, I use La Palm's Healing Therapy Massage Lotion, and this is the Intense Island Mango. So this is pretty much, it says step 5, this is the last step. This right here is very soft, very smooth. It smells so good, guys. You guys have to try this. It smells so good. La Palm, I don't know how in the world they did it, but they have some amazing smelling products. Like, it smells so good, and it literally makes you think of what you are smelling. So like, this smells like mango. It literally smells like mangoes. But I like to use both of those and massage the legs and the feet for about 5 to 6 minutes. I am really, really big on timing. My basic pedicures that we have takes me about 45 minutes. And honestly, I don't feel like a pedicure should take any longer than that. So after I have done the massage, I'm going to alcohol the toes down and clean the feet off and dry them. I have a spray bottle with alcohol in it. And I use this to clean off the toes and to clean my tools before I wash them, and then, you know, have it soaking in barbicide. Once I do that, I use my toe separators that I showed prior, and I paint the toenails. If you are using regular polish, you want to do a base coat, 2 coats of the polish, and then a top coat. If you are doing gel, of course, you have to make sure that all of the lotion and oil is off the toenails, and you are going to do a base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a top coat. After that, that is pretty much the pedicure. My pedicure for basic regular polish comes with they get to keep their toe separators, and they get a pair of pedi sandals, unless they, you know, already have their own. But pretty much for a pedicure, it is, you know, just a very relaxing atmosphere, something that your clients cherish and love to do, because it is their time to actually sit and relax and have no choice but to sit and relax. I'm going to drop another snippet of the type of pedicure and what a pedicure, how much it should cost and stuff like that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had someone ask in the comments if I could do this, so I was like, oh yeah, sure. I did get a new tripod, which is what is holding my iPad right now, so I really like the overhead view. But yeah, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please do so. Press the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. More than likely, the next video is going to be how to sanitize your tools. And then after that, I'll need more suggestions. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And shout out to all the loyal royals, because y'all are just amazing, okay? The channel is growing. I know y'all see it. And I'm just ready for the next step. So don't forget, glitter makes everything better, so keep shining. Enjoy your night, guys, or your day, or your morning, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.